Greetings. Today, the moon is in Taurus. I was sharing yesterday about how we can open our channels to receiving, whether you want to receive abundance or manifest healing or manifest another outcome that is important to you. As we connect with this Taurus energy, we are teaching ourselves how to receive, how to take things in. Really important, especially following Monday and Tuesday's Aries moon, where we need to take action, we need to take risks, we have to move forward, put things in motion. And then Taurus reminds us to sit still and allow, right? To allow ourselves to receive. And so we need this balance. We need the balance of taking action, putting things forward, taking risks, finding our courage. But we also need to remember that it's not, if we're in constant action and constant motion, we don't have the ability to receive the things we're trying to create, right? The outcomes we want. And so we're talking about wonder today and how to connect with that spirit of wonder that Taurus wants us to remember. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, March 14th. And the moon starts out the day in Taurus. Will go into Gemini toward the end of the day for US time zones, a little earlier on the West Coast, a little later on the East Coast. But so we're moving through the later degrees of Taurus, or the moon is. And so yesterday we had those earlier degrees of Taurus, as well as the moon moving past Jupiter, moving past Uranus, these outer planets that are hanging out in Taurus, reminding us that this Taurus energy is an important part of how we evolve and grow and heal and change. So Jupiter in Taurus is helping us connect with what it looks like to have an abundance of resources, but also what it can look like when we're experiencing excess. So overindulgence with Jupiter in Taurus can look like overeating or overdoing something. It can look like greed, but it can also look like really stepping into a healthy and wonderful expansion of the physical things that bring pleasure in our lives. So with the moon today going through these later degrees of Taurus, it's past Uranus now, and bringing in this deeper maturing and integration of the Taurus energy, which, moon moves pretty quickly through a sign, but it still goes through these later degrees, helping us sort of digest and integrate the Taurus energy. So it's reminding us to connect with the wonder of being in the physical world. And so just like a child playing, a child is totally lost when they're playing, right? They're totally lost in what it is they're doing, thinking about, working on, manipulating, trying, exploring, right? Play is how we learn, by putting ourselves into a situation. Whether we whether you're like trying to dam a little stream at the coast with building up sandbars and stuff, right? You're working with materials, you're seeing how you interact with and impact well, the natural world, but whatever it is you're working with, right? Whatever your environment has in it. And so, with this Taurus energy today, we want to be thinking about how we impact our environment, how we participate in what is showing up in our lives, how we move and flow with it, how we can find that bigger picture of our heart's wisdom to flow through us as we listen and follow that flow in the participation of our involvement in whatever is happening. So your situation, your circumstances, whatever's showing up for you in your work life, in your home life, in your relationships, whatever is showing up for you, you can ask yourself, how do I impact this? What does it look like if I try it a little bit different? How does the whatever it is I'm engaging with respond? How does it feel to me when this happens or that happens? So kind of that push and pull between yourself and the physical world around you, just the same way a child does when they play, right? They try something on. If a child is dressing up, they're trying on, what does it feel like to be the mom, to be the dad, to be the whatever they're trying on, and maybe acting out some of the things they're working on or processing emotionally. So we can do that too. We can kind of explore and experiment as we engage with our own lives with whatever's showing up. It's like, okay, what if I thought about it this way? What if I just shifted my thinking or the way that I show up, or tried this on, or did this differently? How does that feel? How does that work? What does that look like? And just noticing that exchange between yourself and the world around you, how you are, of course, receiving and opening your channels to receiving the good things, the beauty, the pleasure that life has to offer, and how you're taking that in, and your relationship to beauty and pleasure, your relationship to feeling worthy of receiving good things, right? So there might be a little bit of shift of playing with, okay, noticing some of the areas where you might have emotional blocks, or you might be noticing something that is a resource for you, or that maybe gets in your way, and just noticing those things. So having that spirit of wonder, that willingness to engage, to try things out, to show up differently and see how that feels, and being a participant in your environment, in your experience in the world around you. So kind of a subtle idea today, but I think a powerful one. And then I've had some really great videos recently. So if you missed Tuesday's 3 ways to take action from your heart, some really practical, tangible steps, very, very powerful video from Tuesday, March 12th, 3 ways to take action from the heart. And if you, of course, missed Monday's video about the Pisces new moon and the moon cycle that we're in currently, check out my video from Sunday, March 10th on the Pisces new moon, because it kind of gives context for the moon cycle that we're in now. And we're flowing with the wisdom of the heart and connecting with what gives meaning to our lives, what feels important. So that's the bigger picture, and we're seeing how we can work through that bigger picture in our everyday lives as we go through this moon cycle, heading into a lunar eclipse in Libra that will be coming as we head toward the full moon. We're still in the waxing part of this moon cycle early, so we're moving forward, taking action in that active and creative process. So thanks so much for being here. And you can learn more about me and how to work with me at astrologyheals.com. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll get notifications of these videos daily with my astrology for unshakable self-care, and how the planets and the moon, where the moon is every day, the mood of the day, can help you with your own self-care and living your highest potential. All right. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.